Life, Allah, existence, God, always aiming to bring our inner core to silence, peace, to clearance. We're going through the life, we may not understand this, how this functions. We may fight with existence, we may fight with that energy. We may have lack of wisdom inside. So when something happening, we don't know how to approach it, and we fight. We're creating more of that dreadful negative energy, darkness inside. But life is to recognize and allow those things which happening in life. Because we got lots of fears inside, in our minds. We're fighting with existence. We cannot relax, we cannot allow. And quite often those things get such a high energy in us that we cannot approach this peacefully. We have to fight. That's stronger than us. So existence have no choice like to forcefully break those chains inside of us. And quite often it's happening that we ourselves ask in our hearts for that clearance, for that peace, for correction, because we have enough of suffering. This is the moment where things start changing, where existence starts organizing things for us and giving us those quite often unpleasant experiences, which actually clearing that mess inside. Life is only beautiful when that core function correctly, when that core have that peace, when we can flow with life with that peace, then life giving us quite pleasant experiences actually. And of course, from time to time, there's something unpleasant just to clear and correct things inside. And from the degree of dirtiness, degree depends what kind of experiences it will be. When we have really dark core and that mind, behavior, habits not working really correctly, we are like on autopilot. We just are selfish and all of them bad qualities are in us, then those experiences of clearance will be not correct. And we may not even understand the reality that life always aiming to correct us. So we will fight with those experiences, creating more that chaos. And more we fight, more that chaos will be in us and more dreadful experiences will be. So over the time we may come to the line that we will understand, okay, I don't need to fight anymore. I need to relax. I need to allow whatever happening. I don't need to trigger those things. I need to get calm. Because only in such approach and understanding those things are less and less in us. That energy, dense energy of anger, anxiety, hatred, jealousy, pride going less and less. I remember myself how this happens to me, how existence solved my puzzle. I had to be beaten over and over and over for many, many years. Those dreadful experiences keep happening to me for over 15 to 20 years. I learned lesson about anger, hatred, giving back. Then finally, at some point of time, 7 people approached me. One crashed the glass on my head. I did the same, as I had not enough. And suddenly 7 people approached me, started punching me, kicking me. I was in the corner of some club room, hiding my face. They kicked my hand and they broke that hand, double broke. And just after that, entire pub started fighting. Like some people, half of it wanted to protect me because simply I was like person to die there. I sat down on the chair, look around, everyone fight. And I knew I had broken arm. And then in this moment, I heard voice inside of me, laughing voice. I understood that my own mind and what I created there isn't a friend. There is some element in me which isn't a friend, part of me. That's how slowly existence teach me lesson. Actually, my egoic mind, egoic entity inside, which been taught how to execute arguments in life, which is completely incorrect way. And just after that experience, I had one more fight when two people really broke my ribs. And I understood the lesson that I should not fight. I just simply forgive them, lay on the ground, and I forgive them. That was my last fight, last really anger fight. Like that energy been snapped. I've been snapped inside, understood what this causing, what this doing. I didn't wanted any more revenge. So if we are so overclocked inside, and we are not able to listen because we may be this way, then existence giving us those harsh, difficult, dreadful lessons over and over. This will keep happening. And if we still not listening, we may land in the prison. In prison, everything can happen. We may we may be stopped, we may be hanged, we may be killed. And even behind, there is another lesson, even if this is not enough. Existence have solution for every kind of behavior, nasty way of us. But all started somewhere and all will end somewhere. That energy will lose, will go to zero in us at some point of time. Existence will keep giving us million different experiences to just make peace inside, so we function better. Over the time we may learn that we need to pray, we need to meditate, we need to expand inside. Because I get learned that when we go with prayer, with regular prayers like it's in Islam, and meditation, and reading the scriptures, we're simply protecting our mind. We got plenty of things, negative things, dreadful things, darkness inside, in our mind. It's only way to come to the surface. When the mind is not protected, then the experiences may break you, may even kill you or damage you. But when mind is protected, you got that protection of existence of Allah, God, then most likely it will go in your favor or it will go lightly. Something which must be resolved may go lightly or even not touch you at all. So through prayer, meditation, we expanding that energy inside. This becoming, that dense energy become light energy. So we know how to really not react to situations which potentially may cause anger or chaos, some kind of chaos. It took me a long time to learn those things, and still I see there is plenty of things to be resolved inside. It is long life lessons. Hardly ever it is done just like that. In most cases it will be lesson after lesson. But what is great is to be aware of those things. Aware of how existence work with us, and approach that without fight, without resistance. Resistance, always some kind of resistance will be to things which we don't know, we are afraid, we fear. But to take it with that inner energy, inner shield, inner lightness, to recognize that lightness, that stillness, and whatever experience is chucked on us, took it with that. Be inside, just be. Whenever you speak to somebody, be with him. Whatever his approach or her approach is towards you, just be. Be with that. Because that being inside can resolve any hardship between you and somebody else, any conflict. Just being that positive, silent watcher inside. Salam alaikum.